Hello students, today welcome to my channel. Today we are studying concept of acids and bases. So as it is, the definitions of different acids and bases are not used in CSIR NET, but this is useful for the understanding or identify the acids and bases. So to know the acids and bases, first we know the basic concept, that Arrhenius concept. That means if the substance gives H plus ion in aqueous medium, then we call it as an acid. If the substance gives OH minus ion in aqueous medium, then we call it as a base. So these concepts were applicable in aqueous medium only. So we called it as aqueous concept. That means in water. If the substance dissolved in water, it gives H plus ion, then we call it as acid. If it gives OH minus ion, then we call it as a base. Now next one is a Bronsted-Lowry concept. According to Bronsted-Lowry concept, if the substance is H plus donor, then we call it as an acid, and if the substance is H plus acceptor, then we call it as a base. Here the Bronsted-Lowry uses only protonic concept, so we call it as a protonic concept, and it uses the other solvent, not aqueous medium. That means if the substance can't dissolve in aqueous medium, then that substance can be identified by using the Bronsted-Lowry concept. So we called it as a protonic concept. Now next one is Lewis acids and base. So here, if the substance is electron pair acceptor, then we call it as an acid, and if it is electron pair donor, then we call it as a base. Here also the Lewis uses the other solvent other than aqueous medium. That means if the substance can't dissolve in a water, then that can be identified by using Lewis acid and base also. So if the substance is electron pair acceptor, then we call it as acid, and if the electron pair donor, then we call it as a base. And this is also used by using, or it can be explained by using electron, that's why we may say it as an electronic concept. So for understand or to remember this, you have to know only this also. If aqueous concept, then we call it as an Arrhenius concept. It gives H plus ion, then we call it as acid, and if it gives OH minus ion, we call it as a base. Now next one, Bronsted-Lowry concept. If it is also protonic concept, if it gives H plus ion, then we call it as an acid. If it accepts H plus ion, then it called as a base. Next one, Lewis acid and base. So here also it is an electronic concept. That's why if it accepts electron, then we call it as an acid, and if it donate electron pair donor, then we call it called as a base. So by using this trick, you can identify the Arrhenius, Bronsted-Lowry, and Lewis acids and bases. So as we have Arrhenius concepts, on why need to know about Bronsted and Lewis acid base and concept. So for this, first we know about the application part of Arrhenius concept. So application of Arrhenius concept is that in aqueous medium, non-metallic oxides acts as an acid, and we know that Arrhenius concept says that if the H plus ion gives in aqueous medium, then we call it as an acid. So we must know that non-metallic oxide also have to give H plus ion in aqueous medium to act as an acid. For example, here carbon dioxide, when dissolved in water, it gives H2CO3. That means here H2CO3, which again dissociates to form CO3 2 minus and 2H plus. 2H plus. That means here carbon dioxide forms proton in aqueous medium, and that's why it acts as an acid, and carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxide. Next one, in aqueous solution of metallic oxide acts as a base. Here in aqueous solution, metallic oxide means calcium dioxide. If dissolved in water, it forms calcium plus 2 plus twice OH minus, and we know that according to Arrhenius concept, if the substance gives OH minus ion, we call it as a base, and that's why here calcium dioxide is also a metallic oxide, and that's why it acts as a base by giving OH minus ion in a water. Next one, in aqueous solution, dissociation constant for the acid and base can be dissociation constant for the acid and base can be calculated by using the formula concentration of H plus into concentration of A minus divided by H. Here the concentration of acid can be dissociated at concentration of H plus and A minus. For knowing the dissociation constant, here we have to first multiply the product of a concentration of H plus and Ca minus and divided by concentration of CHA. Now next one, the limitation of a Arrhenius concept is that the Arrhenius concept is applicable only in an aqueous medium, and that's why it is not considered in other solvent. That's why we require the next Bronsted-Lowry and Lewis acids and base concept. Next one, here acid base neutralization also explained by Arrhenius, but in aqueous solution only, not in other solvent. And third one, can't explain the dissociation in other solvent. For example, here ammonia dissolved in water and form NH4OH, but it again dissociates in NH4 plus OH minus. This also happen in aqueous medium. That means here required water medium, and that's why we can come to know that here we require about the concept of next Bronsted-Lowry and Lewis acid and base other than Arrhenius concept. Next one, Bronsted-Lowry concept. So Bronsted-Lowry concept is the protonic concept where proton donor is acid and proton acceptor is a base. So Bronsted-Lowry concept again classify into two types, that means monoprotonic acid, polyprotonic acid, monoprotonic base and polyprotonic base. So how can we identify it? So if the substance is a one proton donor, we call it as a monoprotonic acid. If the substance is one proton acceptor, then we called it as a monoprotonic base. And if the substance gives more than one proton, then we called it as a polyprotonic acid. And if the substance is accepting more than one proton, then the substance we called it as a polyprotonic base. So this is what the Bronsted-Lowry acids and bases: monoprotonic acid, polyprotonic acid, monoprotonic base, polyprotonic base. So here one you must have to know that all Arrhenius acids acts as a Bronsted acid, but all Arrhenius base can't act as a Bronsted base. So this is what happened just because of the main concept of Arrhenius and Bronsted acid base. So here you must know about that difference between the concept of Arrhenius and Bronsted is: first, the main difference is aqueous medium and other solvent. And next one here, the Arrhenius concept of acid and Bronsted-Lowry concept of acid totally depends on H plus ion. Total depends on H plus ion. But the Arrhenius concept for base and Bronsted-Lowry concept of base can't depends on only one ion. That means not depend on only cation or anion. It depends on Arrhenius concept depends on OH minus ion and Bronsted-Lowry depends on H plus ion, and that's why all Arrhenius acids acts as a Bronsted-Lowry acid, but all Arrhenius bases can't act as a Bronsted-Lowry base. So this is what the difference between these two. Now next one, conjugate acid base pair. So conjugate means what? Acid and base pair can be formed between the substance and its anion or a cation. That means ion, substance, ion. It may be cation or anion. So these two are differ only by one proton. The difference between these two are differ by these two is only one proton, and that's why we called it as a conjugate of each other. For example, strong acid has a conjugate weak base and weak acid has conjugate strong base, or we will vice versa, we say vice versa, that weak base, conjugate of weak base is a strong acid, conjugate of a strong base is a weak acid. For example, C2H5O minus, here it acts as a weak base, so the weak base, conjugate of a weak base must be a strong acid. When it dissolved in water, it forms C2H5OH and OH minus. Here C2H5O minus and C2H5OH, these two are only differ by one proton, and we call it as a conjugate of each other, and here C2H5O minus acts as a weak base and C2H5OH acts as a strong acid. Similarly, H2O and OH minus ion also differ only by one proton, and that's why these two are a conjugate of each other, and H2O acts as a strong acid, that's why here it forms a weak base. Next one, ammonia. Ammonia dissolved in water, then it forms NH4 plus OH minus ion. Here NH3 and NH4 plus, these two are a conjugate of each other because it is differ only by one proton, and that's why the strong base form the conjugate of a weak acid, and here water and OH minus ion are the conjugate of each other. Here the water acts as a weak acid and OH minus acts as a strong base, and this is what the conjugate of each other. So this is how we can know about the concept of acids and bases. If you have any doubt during my video, then please comment in the comment box. I will try to explain your answers of your doubts. So if you like my video, please like it. Afterwards, in our next video, we will study variation of acidity and basicity of a hydride anion and oxyanion. So keep watching my video. Thank you.